Hello, this is Trading Concepts Part 2. We're talking mid to low time frame SR levels. Part 1 was the high time frame, which I've left on the chart, and I've left the most relevant levels. So when we're talking monthly, mid-term, I'm talking sort of monthly to weekly. I don't fill my chart with all the monthlies. You'll find a lot of the yearly opens or quarterlies will coincide anyway with your monthly, obviously. So yeah, I don't fill it with too much gumph. Let me get this off now and put on the most recent. So yeah, when I'm looking at midterm, we are in a midterm weekly downtrend. So I want to be looking at where my next weekly SR levels are. And currently we have one coming up at 26k, 26.5, and after that you have your yearly. So when I'm zooming in on my chart, I'm trying to work out what the bias is at the minute. Is a weekly downtrend. When you go into your daily, we are in a daily uptrend to possibly then hit your next lower high on your weekly. So when you're looking at midterm time frames, I'll be using my weekly or the monthly to see where the next cap on the market is. Got nothing relevant in the monthly, so this is your next weekly. No point really marking up that, but you can do if you really want to. Coincides really closely with your 12 monthly. So when I'm zooming in a little bit more, and we are in a daily uptrend, I want to look at where my daily support levels are. So if we look back at the chart, July 19th, we created our first daily SR, and you can see how price moved up and then found support on your daily SR from the 19th of June, so 2 or 3 weeks later. Moved up again and again found support on your daily. And when I'm in a daily uptrend, I will just follow it up with my daily SRs. For an example, again, the 18th of July, really nice bounce, and I'll keep moving up, and that's how I will add to my long position until you get to some sort of resistance above. We've got nothing really here to stop price moving up. This would be, I think, quite a weak resistance level, and we'll start to find a little bit more resistance at this sort of level. So this is on my chart, but I'm not taking too much notice of it really. So where is your next daily SR level? Currently at 24k. So if you're looking at to try to get into a long, you'd be looking at this sort of level, and you don't want to see these levels broken. That will break market structure, and then we start looking at your daily SR in terms of a resistance rather than a support. So yeah, I try not to clutter my chart up too much. Let's just go back a couple. Let's just put those dailies back on. And if you are trying to get into a trade on the lower time frames, obviously your dailies are very handy when you're zooming more and more, using them as a ladder for the next step up. And again, so this is your next step on the ladder, and so yeah, you'll be looking around here for a daily support, start breaking it, and you start then looking at that as a resistance level. So that's how I use it. Stick to your higher time frame levels on your chart, and don't overly mess it up, because you can see it'll end up like this, and you won't know what you're doing. So I'll just keep this this level here, the most relevant, and delete the rest. So yeah, that is part 2, low to mid time frame SR levels, how I use them. Daily is a stepping stone and your higher time frame as your resistance levels out until we start going the other way, and then we just flip reverse and do the exact opposite. Nice and simple. So yeah, that's part 2, mid-term to low-term time frames, and see you in part 3. Cheers.